everybody. It's been about a week since we put out a video, so I thought we'd try to get one out this weekend. We've had people not feeling very well around the house earlier in the week, so kind of stayed inside and took it easy. And it has been raining for about 38 days and 38 nights, so hopefully it's come to an end. Things will start drying out, so we'll shoot a little video outside as we go and show you kind of what we're dealing with. It's a muddy mess, but it'll dry up soon enough, and come this summer we'll be wishing we had the rain. So we're going to stay in the house mostly today. We're going to bake some bread for the week, show you that, and get a couple of chickens, our pasture raised chickens, broiled up or roasted up, and have those throughout the week different ways. So I figured we'd share some of the stuff we do inside. Usually everything's the projects we got going outside, but since we don't want to be out there, I thought, well, show you some stuff we'll do in here. So might as well get started. Didn't know about this, did you? Or you might have, you've seen it on the Instagram feed. That's a new development.
Okay. Darn.
Uh-oh. Alright, so it looks like our only real loss is the big measuring bowl. Just some screws come out. So we'll get this all put back together, clean this thing entirely out. I don't think anything got in it. Still the wheat in it. We'll fix all that up, clean up all this mess, get everything put back together, and maybe start over. So, be back in a little while.
What do you need me to do? Stand on this side and hold it?
And this one, right? Shouldn't need to, I'm gonna go through slow. Okay. Alright, so we got everything put back together. They had never looked underneath this. They just had a few little small screws holding this countertop thing on. So it's worked fine for years, and today was the day I decided to let go. So I went ahead and bolted through the frame of this lift out. I don't even know what you'd call it, but it's bolted together now, plus put in some additional screws. So it's a lot more solid than it was. Who's to say that it couldn't ever happen again, but I think the chances are pretty slim. So all the mess from before, we cleaned up, trashed everything, cleaned this thing out real good, cleaned everything up, took care of all the glass. The only loss was the big 8-cup measuring bowl that we've had for a long time, so we'll have to replace that. But we lost a little bit of wheat, no damage to anything else, so got pretty fortunate there. I don't know what time it was, took maybe an hour to put everything back together, probably a little bit less. So go ahead and grind a little bit of wheat here. We could skip this part and just use all AP wheat, but do want to go ahead and get a little bit of this in the bread, so we'll try again here and cross your fingers. It's real life, right? Good, bad, and the ugly. You were here with us to see it happen. We'll probably have to, since I had to take this all the way apart, start grinding a little bit. We'll have to adjust the grind. It was right where we liked it for wheat, so we got it close, but I may have to adjust it just a little bit as we go. So this thing, this grain maker mill, I mean, you can make peanut butter, grind coffee, grind flour, coarse grinds, fine, whatever. So it's just a click adjustment here. So you may see me adjust it just a little bit as we go. Yeah, it's already too coarse, so.
It's closer.
So when we mounted this, we wanted to mount it right on the island, but drilling through that, it'd be a little more permanent. You know, this wood top could be replaced pretty easily. So be a lot more solid up here or on something big butcher block. Now this has got a little bit of give to it, but this isn't nearly as invasive as mounting it to that, or as permanent for whoever might want it next.
A quarter cup of warm water, like under 10-degree water.
Tell them what you do.
Tell them what I'm doing. And here I am putting yeast in warm water to bloom it, make sure it's ready for making the bread rags. Scalding my milk, melting my butter. This recipe is from my favorite cookbook of all time. It was actually John's grandmother's book, and it is old, like 1960s, Better Homes and Gardens. I love everything in here. I haven't found anything in here that we haven't liked.
Which one is it?
Perfect white bread.
But it's going to have wheat in it. So.
But it will have wheat in it, right? simple sugar to my yeast. To feed the yeast, just makes it work quicker. And I don't mind a little bit of sweetness in the bread. Especially when you need the bread to be able to rise. We gotta wait about 10 minutes. Just let the yeast react and let this cool off enough that it doesn't kill the yeast. Alright, it's nice and cooled. Then you just ground it for us.
Figure it out in there. So it's a white bread recipe, but got just over a cup of the whole wheat flour that we just ground. So it's a little better, a little healthier, a little bit, but still going to make good sandwich bread. So.
He's tried to buy me the kitchen mixers, big stand mixers and all that, but I really just prefer to do it by hand. I have to be convinced to get kitchen gadgets.
Except for a big grain mill that's dropped on the floor. So is this low carb, gluten free?
No. Not even close. All the carbs. Wait, can you move that book for me?
Done with the milk?
All done. Yeah. Now need 8 to 10 minutes.
Now you do dishes, huh?
Yep. All right, so that's it for now. Let it rise for about an hour, hour and a half till it's doubled. And I'll come back and turn it into loaves. Say it's definitely doubled at least. Punch it down, separate it into 2 balls for now. Let it rest just a little bit and we'll put it into the loaf pans. It smells good. Alright, let that rest for about 10 minutes and then we'll work on making those into some loaves. In the meantime, we can start chickens for dinner tonight.
Alright, so this is one of our pasture raised chickens. We're going to roast up a couple of them tonight and we'll use that meat throughout the week for different meals. So we raise these, start them in a brooder in the garage, move them outside at about 2.5 to 3 weeks old. We feed them organic, non-GMO feed. When they're small, we'll move them about every 2 days. And then as they get a little bit older, a little bit bigger, we move them every day. And about the last week, we move them sometimes twice a day. We want to keep them on fresh grass all the time. We don't want a lot of litter build up. If you're familiar with the Joel Salatin style pastured poultry, it's exactly what we're doing. We even use the same type of tractor. So you'll probably see it in some of our stuff how we done that. So this is going to be 2 of our birds that we raised up. They're out of our freezer. We're going to roast them up now and show you the rest of that. All right, so we got the chickens on the roaster pan. All we do is oil, salt, and pepper, get them covered, and get them in the oven and get that going. So. I'm gonna go ahead and start buttering the bread pans.
You're gonna actually sprinkle the salt and pepper for me?
Yeah.
I'm about to get my hands nasty.
It's just black pepper and sea salt. Guess this can wait a minute.
Okay.
We'll go ahead and tint these with aluminum foil to start. We'll need another piece.
Right?
Yeah, right over there. These birds are just over 5 pounds a piece. They're just a little short. So let's just keep them from browning too quick. And as they get close to being done, we'll take the foil off and let them brown up good.
Second for the butter. To give you a second for the butter. At this point, I don't really do very much more with these. Shaking these in the lobes. Once he has the pans buttered, we'll stick them in there and let them rise one more time until they've doubled again, and then they'll go in to bake.
So if anybody's going to be up at the Baker Creek Spring Festival in May, we'll be up there. Leave something in the comments below. Let us know you're going to be up there. Look us up. We won't be speaking or anything. We'll just be visiting and seeing a lot of friends and stuff. So we'd like to meet everybody we can. And so just let us know if you're going to be up there. Then in October, Homesteaders of America Conference in Front Royal, Virginia. Be there also. So.
Alright, those rise one more time. Yeah, I'd say so. So loaves of bread have risen, time to put them in the oven and bake them. Alright, about 35 minutes. We'll have 2 fresh loaves of bread. Bread's ready.
Ooh.
Chicken steak. Alright, we're gonna let those set in the pan for about 5 minutes and then I'll pull them out on a cooling rack. They smell so good.
Alright, so it's time to pull the chickens out, so let's see what they look like.
There you go.
So it doesn't get any better than that. We know everything that went into these birds. We know everything that didn't. We know how they were treated. It doesn't get any better than this. Homemade bread, home cooked chickens. Got sweet potatoes. Make some mashed sweet potatoes. Appreciate y'all checking out our videos. We'll be back outside soon. Get some more projects done outside. We got some plants to get put out in the garden. Make some more room in the greenhouse. So there's a lot of things coming. We're probably going to do a video on the solar setup on the barn. It's entirely solar powered, so we'll cover that whole system. So there's a lot to see coming up, and I hope you all join us. So thanks for watching.